Right, this is my first video in general. I don't like cameras, so I'm really nervous. But this here is my HFC Lay 2. And also with me is my Spectre. This is my Spectre. Fuck, I forgot the name. Something. It's a Spectre SA06, I believe. The flex with the HAL 1 ETU. To be honest, when this came today, I literally got this today. I wasn't expecting it to come with what it did. It's good. Well, what it comes with is it comes with the rifle itself. Yeah. So you got the rifle, and you got the handguard, Picatinny rails that you can screw in yourself. Which I'm not gonna lie, very useful. I will be adding those soon because I have a game tomorrow, and I'm gonna be using this. But my personal favourite, which I'm really happy to see, is this Dean's to Mini Tamiana connector, which saved me a lot because I wanted to try this out earlier, and I don't own a single Dean's battery, so just having that there as a connector is really, really good. It's going to be more of a comparison video than anything. So personally, I've used the Lay 2 in the game before, which was last weekend. That beeping there is just the gun turning on. But now I am running a much more powerful LiPo than you should really be using this. You really want to use a 7.4 volt, but this is mainly just, let me move this out of the way. This is just what I can power it, for fuck's sake. This is what I'm just using to power it for the moment, so I can kind of give like a layout of how this works. So, well, for me it's flipped. Back to you guys. So, basically, this has the HAL 1 ETU from factory, and what that is basically it's just a programmable ETU. You have to do it in a very swift motion, otherwise it won't, program. Now, so we've got 6 different settings to play about with. Number 1 is the auto fire mode, which has auto, semi, 3-round bursts and 5-round bursts. And then that's 2 beeps there when you pull the trigger. This is the semi-firing modes, which you have semi, binary, AUG and sniper. And then that is the trigger point, which you've got 20 all the way to 100%. That 4 beeps is the pre-cocking, which you have up to 6 levels. And then 5 beeps is the active braking, which you can have on or off. But there is that, so when you have it on semi, that is how you navigate the main top parts. But then once you swap it to auto, this is the sub menus. So that there is just how you navigate through those. Now we're back into the safe. Not safe, but we're going to semi to navigate the menu. Now this is trigger point. Go to the sub menu. Now that is 100% trigger, so what that will do is it will have it the least sensitive. Hold the trigger for 5 seconds to confirm. And then I'm having to pull that all the way back for it to even fire. So, back into the menu. Hold for 5 seconds. how sensitive that is now. Now this is completely stock. I literally just bought this. Well, just received it anyway, but that is the stock Spectre Supplement Flex. Yeah, that is how this runs stocks. Now this is obviously from Spectre, so you know, well trusted brand and all that kind of stuff. But this next one is actually a Chinese brand. I'm gonna replace these real quick. If I can leave that on there. Now, this is my lay too. This is heavy. This is a heavy bit of equipment. It's got a very heavy trigger pull to it as well. This doesn't have one of those fancy, or you know, let's just go into these modes. No, this is just straight out of the box. You go bang. Pop this back just stop off of here. Just boop. Grab your connector. Plug it in. Put everything where it needs to be. And you're now ready to go. That was loaded. This gets around 17 rounds per second with this LiPo. That's from stock. I haven't done anything to this. I don't really want to. I'm going to run the gearbox into the ground and then, I don't know, drop like a HPA setup into it, make it a DSG. But I have got a Viper optics on it, which is, you know, obviously doesn't come with a gun, but this does. This is really cool, and you get an extra mag as well. Price wise, this was more expensive than, you know, Spectre over here. This was $126.94 with shipping and two-toning and all that stuff. This was $173 just to take home out of the store. Optic, we don't want to include that, but that was 70 quid, I believe. Yeah, and yeah. So the whole setup for this, because I bought like a I bought everything at once. So I had the mag and everything, which was still very expensive. But, yeah, I bought it with an extra mag and some BBs, which and the battery and the charger and all that stuff. All that there cost me about 200, no, close to 300 quid. But it is what it is. The mags from this are compatible with this, so it's really fine. In terms of like FPS and range, I don't know what this is going to be shooting at. It's supposedly coming in at 310 with 0.2s, but I don't really know if I believe that, because I was told this was shooting at 330 with 0.2s, and it shot 319 with 0.2s, and then 301 to nearly 290 something with 0.25. So I don't really trust the ratings and all that stuff on those from the actual manufacturers and the, you know, the sellers, because they do over exaggerate a little bit. In terms of everything though, don't buy a Lee. Don't buy a Lay 2. I just walked in there, I was stupid, and I was like, yeah, I don't want that one. So I panicked, I rushed in for game day, and you know, just kind of just brought, because I had the game not the next day, no power. Yeah, I had the game not the next day, the day before. Oh, for fuck's sake, not the next day, the day after. And I was tired of running around with my little AAPO one, which, by the way, does not do good outdoors. Needs a lot of living. But I did use a capper in the end, so yeah, I'll probably review that next. My capper, compared to AAP, like in terms of what goes right. But if you really want to get going and started, I'd say get a Spectre straight up. For the price, they're just fucking beautiful. Delta armor is good as well. That was was actually one of my first guns, was the Delta Armory, back when, about 5 years ago when I started. My first weapon was a Delta Armory M4 in tan. The hop-up broke on that though, but that was because I was a young lad and I just threw it about and chucked it about. But now my guns are way more maintained and better kept than the rest. Also, all my guns are pink except for 2 of them. So yeah, anyway, this has been me in my first video. Good luck. Thank you. Bye-bye.